and today I'll talk about amyloidosis. The definition of amyloidosis is the term used for a group of diseases characterized by extracellular deposition of fibrillar proteinaceous substance called amyloid having common morphological, structural and staining properties but with variable protein composition. So, amyloid is a group of diseases. So, it is not a single disease, but in different clinical settings amyloid is deposited, and mind you, amyloid is deposited extracellularly. Extracellular means outside the cell. So, this proteinaceous material is deposited outside the cells in many diseases, and this protein is fibrillar protein, and we call this fibrillar protein amyloid. And various types of various proteins are deposited in extracellular space, but they have common morphological, structural and staining properties but with variable protein composition. So, amyloid is deposition, extracellular deposition of fibrillar proteinaceous material, and these there are different types of, there are different proteins, different fibrillar proteins which are deposited extracellularly, but they have common morphological, structural and staining properties but with variable protein composition. Variable protein composition means in different clinical settings different proteins are deposited, but they all have common morphological, structural and staining properties. So, once again, amyloidosis is the term used for a group of diseases characterized by extracellular deposition, means outside the cell there is deposition of fibrillar proteinaceous substance, and we call it amyloid. And these varied proteins, they have similar morphological, structural and staining properties. History of amyloid: it was first described by Rokitansky in 1842. Virchow named it amyloid. The word amylon, as you all know, means starch. So, amyloid, the word means starch-like. Virchow was mistaken. He named it amyloid under the mistaken belief that the substance is starch, because cut surface of an organ containing amyloid stains brown with iodine and turns violet with dilute sulfuric acid. You all know that amyloid is stained with the starch is stained with iodine. So, when he stained the organ in which the amyloid was deposited, it turned brown by staining with amyloid, staining with iodine. So, he named it, the Virchow named it amyloid, like under the mistaken belief that this substance is like starch. So, we have still retained the name amyloid, but now we know it's not starch, it's fibrillar protein. So, amyloid is deposition of extracellular deposition of fibrillar protein, not starch. Now we come to the physical nature of amyloid. X-ray crystallography and infrared spectroscopy demonstrates a characteristic cross beta pleated sheet conformation. Cross beta pleated sheet conformation is the three-dimensional structure or the secondary structure of protein. So, all those proteins which on physical examination show cross beta pleated sheet conformation, we call those protein as amyloid. This conformation is seen regardless of the clinical settings or chemical composition, and is responsible for Congo red staining. The amyloid is stained by Congo red and it gives birefringence. Congo red staining gives, when seen with polarized light, gives birefringence. So this is the keyword on physical examination of amyloid. It demonstrates characteristic cross beta pleated sheet conformation, and this is responsible for Congo red staining and birefringence. So in other words, all the fibrillar protein which are deposited and show cross beta pleated sheet conformation are amyloid. Now we come to the chemical structure of amyloid. There are two main components. First is the fibrillar protein, which is the major constituent. 95% of the fibrillar protein forms the 95%, and the P component is 5%. To recapitulate, amyloid is extracellular deposition of fibrillar protein, which is extracellular, and these proteins have different composition, varied composition, but they have similar structural, morphological and staining properties. And on physical examination, it shows cross beta pleated sheet conformation, and on chemical examination it has two components. 95% is fibrillar protein and 5% is P component. The major constituent is fibrillar protein. Mind you, I again and again tell you that though it's called amyloid, but the substance consists of fibrillar protein. It's a protein, it's not starch. We have retained the name because of historical reasons, but it's the deposition of fibrillar protein. The fibrillar protein consists of delicate non-branching filaments, each measuring 7.5 to 10 nanometer in diameter, and by X-ray crystallographic analysis, the fibrils have beta pleated sheet configuration, relatively insoluble and solubilized in 6-M guanidine hydrochloride. Amyloid proteins, of the more than 20 biochemically distinct forms, two are most common. One is amyloid light chain, and it's called AL amyloid, and it's derived from the immunoglobulin light chain produced in plasma cells. And the second is AA amyloid associated, is derived from unique non-immunoglobulin proteins synthesized by the liver. Amyloid light chain protein, it is produced by plasma cells and is made up of complete immunoglobulin light chains or the fragment of light chains or both. Deposition is associated with some form of monoclonal B cell proliferation. We all know that the immunoglobulins are secreted by the plasma cells, and plasma cells are formed from the B cells. So any monoclonal or neoplastic B cell proliferation will cause excessive production of light chains, or and these light chains or fragment of light chains are deposited in AL type of. The second type of amyloid fibrils are amyloid associated fibril. These are derived from a larger serum precursor protein called SAA, serum amyloid associated protein, that is synthesized in the liver. The production of this protein is increased in inflammatory state as part of acute phase response, and this type of amyloid is associated with chronic inflammatory disorders. So to recap, there are two types of fibril. One is amyloid light chain and the other is amyloid associated, and amyloid associated is derived from larger precursor protein SAA, serum amyloid associated protein, and this is synthesized in liver. and the production of this protein, because it's an acute phase reactant, it is increased in inflammatory state as a part of acute phase response, and this is associated with chronic inflammatory disorders. Increased production of SAA is not sufficient to generate amyloid deposits. Defective proteolysis produce misfolded, incompletely degraded SAA, leads to aggregation and deposition of AA fibril. AA or amyloid associated protein derived from larger precursor protein called SAA. SAA is an acute phase reaction protein, high in chronic inflammatory disease and disease associated with tissue destruction such as tuberculosis, bronchiectasis, chronic osteomyelitis. These are all chronic inflammatory disease and diseases associated with tissue destruction. So the diseases are bronchiectasis, chronic osteomyelitis, chronic pyelonephritis, AIDS or acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. IBD stands for inflammatory bowel disease and tumors, etc. These are the amyloid fibrils with crossed beta pleated sheet configuration. As I've already told you, that amyloid shows crossed beta sheet configuration, and these fibrils, you can see the fibrils here. These are non-branch fibrils, and because of cross beta pleated sheet conformation, the dye Congo red is attached to this, and this dye, when seen on polarized light, show apple green birefringence. The second component is P component, which forms the 5% of the molecule of amyloid protein. It is present in all types of amyloid. It's a glycoprotein. Since it's a glycoprotein, it is readily soluble, pentagonal, and it has a pentagonal profile, and it's donut shaped, sort of ring type of structure, and it's related to CRP. So once again, if we recapitulate, amyloid is a group of diseases in which there is deposition of fibrillar proteinaceous material, and which is deposited outside the cell extracellularly, and these proteins, they have similar morphological, structural and staining properties, but with variable protein composition, and on physical examination it has a beta pleated sheet conformation, and chemically it consists of two components. One is the major component, 95% is composed of fibrils, amyloid fibrils, and the other component is P component. Fibrils, there are many types of fibrils, but there are two main types. One is AL, amyloid light chain, and the other is the amyloid associated. Amyloid light chain is those fibrils are laid down in immunological dyscrasias, whereas AA is associated with chronic inflammatory disease. P component is present in all the amyloid. Okay.